So in episode 2, we're gonna go through hand placements and what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and how it affects your climbing and how you can create very bad habits that will stick through your climbing career. Maybe forever, but if we can fix it today, then it's all right. Then it will work out. So let's just jump straight into this video. I'm pretty excited.
This is the most common bad habit that climbers develop, and seasonal climbers from beginners do it. It's readjusting your hands when they're already in a good position on a handhold. This doesn't encourage precision, and it doesn't also encourage to create the right amount of energy you need to go from hold to hold, because you can easily overshoot it or undershoot it, because you know you can just readjust the hand positioning when you get on the hold. Very dangerous thing to accept and just continue doing. Kind of creates mini pull-ups when you have to readjust your hands. So you get a lot more tight, a lot more faster, and it makes you climb a lot slower. So therefore a lot more efficiently. And it's just an easy thing to fix. So a game that we usually play in the climbing gym is that we find a problem, and then we set the rule that we are not allowed to readjust the hands. And the first one that does it has to jump off the wall and redo it until they make it. So we never get into that bad habit of replacing our hands without some bit of punishment. As you can see now, when I climb this problem, I create the right amount of energy I need for every hold, and I don't readjust my hands, so I could continue climbing as efficient as I possibly can do. And you can see Sarah here now not readjusting her hands and creating the right amount of force between every hold, not needing to readjust her entire body to move between the holds, not really doing the mini pull-ups that we've both been doing lately. And she just ends up in a finishing hold quite fast and having a lot of energy left. When we start climbing, we kind of tend to only focus on climbing with our upper body, trying to get to the finish hold as fast as possible. So if we get our lower body and get really stretched out, so for us to kind of find a new foothold, we kind of detense the entire body, nearly not being able to breathe, and then move to the next foothold, which usually ends up with us losing our feet. Kind of like it looks what I'm doing right now. And then we have to pull even harder on the handholds. And as you can see Sarah soon now, she goes for the holds, very stretched out in the next few holds, and she has to jump into the next hold because she's too hard to keep her body tight and push herself up to the next handhold. So she has to rely on her strength to get her through the problem. And this is something that needs to be trained away kind of fast. Otherwise, this will become a style to climb. And I mean, you get strong, but it won't really solve an issue. So now I'm going to climb this problem with a more focus in the back of my mind to always look for a better foot when I move up the wall. So you can see I'm now finding better foot beta, and that will create it a lot easier for me to continuously breathe, be focused and kind of relaxed into the holds. And you can see now Sarah climbing this problem again with a lot more focus on her feet, trying to always find a better position to stand on, getting more pressure on that big toe when she's moving, being more confident and knowing when she can breathe and when she needs to tense up to move into the finishing hold. This is one of the most dangerous ways of climbing, is to climb with relaxed arms or straight arms, but having also your entire body relaxed, so your shoulders fall up to your neck. So you're basically relying on your ligaments and your bones, your skeleton, to keep your shoulders from getting ripped out of the sockets. I see this in a lot of beginners, and I also see it in a lot of climbing tutorials, which is pretty scary, because that is one of the main reasons why climbers have shoulder injuries, and also why they have bad posture, because they haven't trained the back to be able to keep it up. So you can see me climbing the same problem, but I have my back engaged. I do have straight arms, but I'm relying on my muscles to also be there to help support the bones and the ligaments, the skeletons, to keep everything together, to be safe. You can see here Sarah now climbing with an engaged back, her shoulders away from the neck, and she's kind of just walking up this problem now. She struggled a bit before, but now she can use her entire back to get up the problem. That's it for episode 2, but I'll see you in episode 3.